All right, we're back. BTC will come to Kazu. No, we had people working over here, and by accident they turned off the power to my room. So I was like, no, this is not supposed to happen. Let's see here. Send them to the gulag? Yeah, probably should. But it really pissed me off at that time. But it is what it is. We're back. No lag, no delay. We're still consolidating over here. We're lucky we're still consolidating. Gold, 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 gold. When our candle closed, we closed with no wick on the top. Really, really difficult price action here today on Tuesday. Very difficult, right? So let's take a look on a 30-minute time frame. 30-minute candle closed bullish, rejecting support. The good thing is this 30-minute candle, it broke the high of the previous candle and respected the low. So now, what I'm thinking is there a possibility for, I don't know, you know, the only thing that's really keeping me away from taking buys is this minor resistance on the 15-minute time frame at 1731. So would really want price to kind of like, you know, break above this area. So let's make it smaller, 16 right here. Let's make it smaller over here as well. 16 right here. Perfect. So this is what I'm looking at right now. We're looking at price to break above 153.200, and then we're going to take some buys and have a great day, and just it's going to be amazing at that point. Sean Lee does want you back in the London session. He needs those signal. I think his account got removed or something. Not sure. Hey, if pound yen 30-minute candle closes bullish, would you consider the trade, or are you only taking the trade if it closes above 153.200? If it closes above 153.200, that's what I'm waiting for over here. 153.200, and then we're going to take some buys for price to continue pushing bullish. Gold is very tricky, so I'm not going to be risking anything here unless we break above 1731.50, because then if you measure this range, it's like a 27-28 pip range. Not bad, not bad, not bad. You know, so we'll see how far we can break above on pound yen to continue bullish till I think 153.350 is going to be a good target. 153.400 would also be a good target. Show us candle collars. I think first you need to see the spellings, and then we can talk about the candle collars. For gold, it would be ideal to wait for the 15-minute candle to close. I think it's going to be ideal to wait for price to break above 1731.50. That's going to be ideal for gold. Are you taking this trade on your copy trading account? No, I'm not going to discuss the trades I'm going to take on the Leaderboard account. I'm just going to take them silently, and that's about it. There's going to be no discussions around that part. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is USD JPY 30-minute chart. Buys above, range is 12 pips over here. Range is 11 pips. Yeah, it's good. The problem with, I think the biggest problem with USD JPY is that it doesn't have enough ranges, you know. That's the biggest problem with USD JPY. It doesn't have enough ranges. So yeah, we're sort of ranging over here. Pound yen is also consolidating over here, just waiting. Why don't I get reply to my messages? Oh, do you try trading view application? No. Are you ignoring 153.300 resistance? Possibly yes. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far this 4-hour candle is going to go. Because if you look at it rationally at this point, right? Look, the last volume we had was coming into or after a London Open, right? And for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 30-minute candles, there has been no volume at all. You know, so we're waiting for the next surge of volume to come in. Pre-New York, this is pre-New York. There's less volume at this time, pre-New York. But as we move into New York Open, then we can anticipate volume to come in. So that's what we're waiting for at this point here. Why don't you trade with supply-demand imbalances? I have no idea what that is, supply-demand imbalances. What's your account number on the leaderboard? That's for me to know and everyone to find out. Everyone to find out, son. When you execute the trade, please say it like Raja, like before I entered buy sell now. No, I'm not gonna say that. Oh well, actually I do say that. So whenever I enter a trade, I do say, hey guys, I just took a trade. This is the trade. This is stop loss and everything. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is AUD USD impulse buys. If you break above the wick over here, it looks good. You got clean candles to the left hand side. Looks pretty amazing. I would agree with this. Why do you segregate the trade between regular account and leaderboard account? I don't know. There are different risks that I want to take. I don't want to take higher risks on the leaderboard account because I want to keep the drawdown as low as possible on the leaderboard account. Because if I can keep the drawdown low on the leaderboard account, that's going to attract more people to come in, and then I can make more money with commissions. Right? So that's the thing. If you're on a leaderboard, you want to keep your drawdown low, and you want to get consistent gains. Because then when you get consistent gains, then people with more money, they'll see that as, okay, this is a safer account to follow, and at the end of the day, then you're going to make more money. Do you speak French? No, I don't speak French. Not a lot. Je m'appelle Raja. That's the only French I know. Je m'appelle. Hôpital? Ça va bien? Are you buying the impulse break or are you waiting for a break above? I'm waiting for a break and close above 153.200. And the reason why I'm breaking for, okay, so this is going to be a little bit of education over here, right? So this is something I've been noticing. Now, if this candle breaks above 153.200, an impulse entry at this point is going to be extremely risky. And the reason why is because in the past we had one candle break above this area and it closed back down in the range. So you would want this candle or the next or whatever candle to kind of like, you know, break and close above 153.200, or if it doesn't close above this area, for an impulse entry you would need for it to break above 153, well, break above this wick here to the left hand side. Yeah, so you would want it to break above this wick to the left hand side for an impulse entry. Because if you try to take an impulse entry right here or right here, right here, the candle can reject because previously it rejected right over here. You know, so this area becomes a rejection zone. So you would want price to break above this wick at this point. What commission will you charge on a leaderboard? 100%. So all the profits you make, just joking. That's going to give away the account, so I'm probably going to keep it as it is. Imagine it's 100%. Oh, you made money? All right, I'll take all of it. How would you track people if you don't know the account number? There is a lot of algo who are in several drawdown but show profit because they don't close positions. Well, if you look at the leaderboard, they will show you the complete drawdown. You know, it shows you the drawdown. Today I took a trade and checked that wicks will lie, but wicks never lie. They told me and gave me loss. Oh, well, at the end of the day, what you got to figure out is, can you really do risk management? You know, because you got to manage risk. Even if you're having a losing trade, you have to manage risk all the time. So we'll have to wait. See, gold also consolidating, waiting. Pound, yen also, euro, yen also consolidating, waiting. Gold buy or sell for this week? We have no idea. We have high volatile news event tomorrow, so we have to wait for that. We have CPI tomorrow, so it's very early to basically say if gold's going to be a buy or a sell this week. Let's take a look at this chart. This is gold 1 hour chart. Buys above 1737, looks good, promising. Sells below this area to fill this range. Yeah, I would say it's going to be a much better move over here till 1725. Yeah, 1725 would be a pretty good move. You know, but like if you're looking at buys above 1737, that also makes sense. But then in the middle, you also have these tiny zones here as well. So, you know, like if it floats your boat, better to look for buys above 1737. Much safer opportunity. Okay, Mr. What's this? All right. Oh, there we go. Slowly we're coming up over here. We are moving up in the world on pound yen. Let's start up my MT4 over MT5. Have a sip of green tea and get ready. Get ready to take these buys above 153, 200. 153, 200. Oh, damn. All right, let's check out this leaderboard over here. Check Forex Factory. Tomorrow, what special news on gold? It's like NFP will make a big change. We have CPI tomorrow. So if we go to CPI, we have CPI tomorrow. All right, so this is the leaderboard right here. Oh, wow, look at this, 97%. 97%, next step FX. Let's take a look at the stats over here. 10%, oh wow, 10%. This is actually not bad. You know, 212 positions, this is actually pretty good over here. 100% in July, 93% so far, 63% drawdown. Well, you know, that drawdown is from here to here. You know, it's not even that bad. I mean, overall, 300%. Drawdown doesn't mean you're always going to go in drawdown. That's what it is. But man, pretty good. 10% commissions. That's actually very, very nice. 10% commissions. You know, I rate it. What else do we have? We have 1.6%. Show filters. Let's show by return. Let's show by return all. All right. We got so many counts over here running at the same time. We got, oh, I know who this guy is. 0.2. It just started. 1.75, 13% return. This is actually pretty good as well. Drew Banks. Let's take a look here. Drew Banks. Oh wow, look at this. 10% in one trade and then 13% right here. 6 positions, 25%. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. You know, so you can basically see how everyone performed here, right? So if I wanted to invest, I'm actually invested in someone, but I'm not going to call them out. I would say this looks way better. This looks really, really good. Look at this, right? Consistent gains over here. 15% gain. Look at this. 1% in July, 13% so far in August. Pretty good. Commission is pretty high, but you know, it's, I mean, yeah, it's pretty high. Scalping position will be held for seconds or weeks. Please review our statistics page. Enjoy. Very nice. How does the broker make money from people copy trading? Surely the broker wants people to lose money, not copy winners. That's the difference between like, you know, good brokers and bad brokers. We make we make money from commissions. You know, $2 per one lot. That's what our take home is. This was actually pretty smart, because like, look man, like all these games over here, we want people to trade good. We want people to win, because if you win, the more you trade, better you trade, longer you trade, and we just take commissions home. Drew Banks, oh no, slow and steady. Actually their breakdown is pretty solid. I'm constantly looking at pairs here too to see if I don't miss a trade over here. So this is actually very, very smart. Actually very, very smart. I wish I would have done this over here. If your balance is $2,000, you have a 6% commission, 5,000, 7%, 7,000, 8%. So the bigger money you put in, the more commission they take. This is actually very, very smart. Very, very, very smart. You know, one trade over here went down to 1.1, 5%, 7%, 10%, now at 8%. Pretty good. Pretty impressive. Yeah, pretty impressive. So what we might do is, for the leader of the leaderboard, let's say at the end of the year, we might give them a car or something. Like a Mini Cooper. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But this 30-minute candle is about to close right here. It's more difficult to manage risk on gold. How are you dealing with risk if your stops is above or below the candle? To be honest, okay, this is probably not the best thing to do. But when I'm trading gold, I have my finger on close all the time. I use magic keys. The link is in the description. I have my finger on close all the time. When it goes into, like, 10 pip drawdown, 11 pip drawdown, I just close out everything, because the wins on gold are going to be more than 10 pips, 100%. They'll be like, 15 pip wins, 20 pip wins, so that's what it is. So yeah, like, we got 6 minutes left over here for the 30-minute candle to close. Can you check GU? Let's take a look at GU over here. Probably nothing's happening at this point. Oh, we're about to break these highs as well on GU. Very nice. Not bad, not bad. Try to break above, this area right here. Possibly continue pushing bullish. Is trading gold advice able for beginners? You would need some sort of experience to trade gold. Let me tell you that. Are you looking for a closure above and then break the high? Actually, I'm looking for a price to break and close above 153.200 and then take a buy. What gave you the full confidence to use your usual full lot on gold? You can't really manage risk if you're taking the full 10 pips, correct? See, I've been watching gold since 2016. Been watching gold since 2016. Every time there's a big move on gold, I look to see that, okay, how could I have taken that trade, or how could I have been a part of that trade? All the time, I'm always looking at that, right? So if we take a look at pound yen over here, and if I try to understand that, okay, if we had to move up on pound yen, how could I have been a part of this trade? And the only way I can take a look at that is probably when we broke the high at 153.050 on the 15-minute time frame. Because before this move, right, before this move up, there was no opportunity to enter. I mean, look, price broke above this area, next candle broke the low, moved up, a lot of volatility, next candle moved up, next candle moved up, moved down, and then we had a little bit of a retracement over here with a bearish candle. So this retracement means that, okay, now if you break the high, there's an opportunity for price to move down, or if you create a support, there's an opportunity to continue this momentum up. So just by looking at 15-minute chart right over here, it seems like we had a support till this area, and then this kind of broke support, this kind of closed weak bullish, and then we went back into the range. So could this be a minor fake out for price to continue moving bullish? That's the question. That is the question at this point. All right. So yeah. So for just waiting over here, can you please explain left-hand side resistance on GU on 15 minutes? I think you need to post a chart. Can you please explain? You need to post a chart. Dominion Markets never replied to me for demo MT4. We don't have MT4. And there's no reason to put in the server name either way. Like, every brokerage has their own specific platform, and the server names are built into that platform. Can you please give Magic Key email support? I don't do Magic Key's email support. Someone saying GJ is going to drop. Well, okay, sure, we'll see. How did you learn Forex? From someone I met on Instagram. London streams replaced by New York streams. We'll see. All right, we got 3 minutes left here for the 30-minute candle to close. 3 minutes left. All right, 3 minutes left. Walking into the NY Open. NY Open is going to bring in a lot of volume. What do you think of FTMO? Are they trustworthy? I mean, listen, if you get paid out, well and good. But, I have no idea. Are you planning to add cTrader to Dominion Markets? The licensing for cTrader is very, very expensive. It's very, very expensive. it's above $100,000. You know, so at this time, probably not. But like maybe in like 2-3 years, probably we can take a look at that. All right. What would be your TP on GJ? If we can break above 153.200, probably looking at price to continue till, I would say like 340, 350. That's going to be much better. 340, 350. That's going to be a nicer target over here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is, oh, nice. AUD/USD did break out of this area. Entry on 30-minute break off the high. Beautiful move over here. Amazing move. Took it at 410, almost at 10 pips over here at 510, and then clean candles here. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for over here. Break above. This area right here. 153, 180, 153, 200, and then have a move bullish. Hopefully we can continue moving up till, I would say, this area here. 153, 400, 410. But even if we can get around, you know, like 153, 300, that's still going to be a treat. So we'll see. Gold is also trying to push back down over here as well. So we'll have to keep that in mind as well. Will you be looking at impulse entry even if the 30-minute candle closes below resistance? Yes. Yes. So if this 30-minute candle closes below resistance, and if we start to break above 153.200, I'll be looking at impulse entries. Due to the fact that we have a strong bullish candle closing with no wick at the bottom, this means there's no range. This candle had so much bullish volume, it didn't even go bearish for a tiny bit. Not even for a tiny bit. Moved bullish. So if the next one can break this high at this point, I think this is going to be an opportunity to take a buy. Stops are going to be 10 pips over here for price to continue pushing bullish. So that's something we can anticipate over here. All right. See, now we wanted to make a lower wick. Once we can make a lower wick and break this high, and then we can move up. You know, or if we can break its own high, then we can move up. I'm pretty sure someone took a buy over here in the first few seconds of this 1 hour candle. Naughty, naughty. How many times will we learn this? How many times? How many times will we go through this until we get it through our head that in the first few seconds, you just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. What's the return reward for IB Master and Dominion Market Broker? IBs are currently, it's a little finicky, right? We're doing server upgrades, you know, so it's a little glitchy at this point. We're trying to fix the issue for the IBs. I laugh at y'all when you start selling. Oh. Hey, I saw a video of someone who filmed on his MT5 on his laptop with 100,000 win on a lot of trades and no loss. And the man who saw a video said that it was fake MT5. Is that possible? That was MT4. You know, on MT5, it's very difficult. You can, I don't think you can fake MT5. I mean, I've had a bunch of losses over here on MT5. Why is gold acting like a drunk chick? Probably it's going through a hangover from all this partying gold did. Gold went on a party 2 days ago, man. Gold is still hungover at this point. Why did you move from Vantage? I did not. Vantage moved from Canada. Oh, no, no, no. Vantage was still there. I moved from Vantage because we wanted to create our own platform, because I did the math. I paid a lot of commissions to Vantage, and I had funds available to open my own platform, and that's what we did. Paid over $40,000 in commissions last year to Vantage FX. And I'm like, damn. Then I started to look at how much would it cost to have our own platform, got that done, and then need to put down more money to turn it into a brokerage, and got that done. So it all happened unexpectedly, Didn't really plan on it, but so far it's going good. Some hiccups here and there, but growing businesses always have some hiccups, but over time we all get those problems solved. Are you considering wick at 250 for GG when buying? I'm considering price to break above 153.200 before I start buying. Is it over 100,000 to start one? It's close to, I would say, 250,000. Then you gotta put up another 250, so 500,000, and then you gotta put up money for liquidity. So let's say if you have clients in your brokerage totaling to, let's say, 500,000, all those amounts are total to 500,000. You got to put up an additional 500,000 to cover the losses with the banks. Like, if they do lose, then you got to be able to have 500,000 to cover all of that. So the first few months are kind of up and down, and then once you could get past that, then it's kind of like, starts to get a little better. So it's a full-fledged business, it's not like you open up a brokerage and everything is like rainbows. Oh, I think my battery died of my Magic Keys over. I was trying to calculate risk. What's the difference between MT4 and MT5? Man, it's a world of a difference between MT4 and MT5.
So, hope everyone's having a great day so far. The couple things we want to talk about. The number one thing we want to talk about.
Let's take a look at this, right? So watch this video over here.
Hours scanning through trading charts
to know the difference between MT4 and MT5. Hey, I deposited Ethereum into my account 10 hours ago. Yes, I think we already emailed. I think the support is on that. We already emailed you about that. It's going to take around 24 to 48 hours. Did you start to profit from owning a brokerage? Probably not at this time. We're breaking even at this time, so we'll see. Slowly in the next few months, we're going to start to make profit. Like, the profit margin is not that big. For every one lot traded, we're making around $3, and $1 goes towards administration costs. So we're making like $2 for every one lot traded. So if someone trades 10 lots, we're making like $20. So it's all about volume. Like, the more clients you get in, the more incentives you give people, then the business gets a little better. So that's why, like, some brokers say, hey, we're going to give you deposit bonuses so that once you go over there, you get a deposit bonus. But the thing is, for deposit bonuses, you need to trade X amount of lots to get that bonus, which I think is out of this world. Let's say if someone has a $1,000 account, you're supposed to trade 100 lots to get the deposit bonus. You can't rationally trade 100 lots on a $1,000 account over, let's say a year, 6 months. I've been trying to hold trades longer, but I can't decide when to secure 10 or hold longer. So if you're trying to hold trades longer, I would say just secure profits at, let's say, 10 pips at about 80% of the position, right? 80%, close at 10 pips and let the rest run. If the rest runs into 20 pips, then you know that, okay, your trade idea was correct. And the more time you do this, the much better probability you're going to create for yourself. You're going to say, okay, like, what? In the last 10 trades, 7 trades ran to like 20 pips with my runner. So maybe in future, I can try to let my entire position run. Because then, let's say 7 out of 10, or fuck it, let's say 6 out of 10 times, it will continue running with the entire position. Let's see here. Gold is consolidating. Pound USD is consolidating. GA came down towards support. All right. Oh, Rashad is sleeping. Yo, Rashad. Rashad. Come on, bro. Pound yen is about to break up, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, we got you. It happens, man. Like back in the day when I was trading a London session, we used to do Zoom webinars, and the London session I would just doze off because for me it was in the middle of the night, and Ted would have to say, "Hey Raja, hey Raja," and I'm like, "Oh, whoa, what? London open now?" Do you ever offer PayPal in future? No, we don't offer PayPal. What's the best session to trade GA? I want to make it the only pair I focus on. See now, pound AUD, it has pound and it has AUD, right? So now you got to understand that, okay, what time is only pound open? Pound is open in London session, New York and London overlap, and then you got to try to see that, okay, what time is AUD open? AUD is open in the Asian session, right? So pound AUD, now you got two times, Asian session, London session, New York session. So we're about to break above 153.200 here, boys. 153.200. Let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Also, we're coming close to NY Open at this point, so let's see over here. Does Magic Key work on Macs? Yes, but I think you need parallels on MacBooks. Paper trade, is this a good idea to sell? This is a good idea to sell because we had one candle rejecting resistance. We had clean candles to the left hand side. You took a sell as we broke the low and anticipated price to continue down. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would say it works. Pretty nice, I would say. I'm thinking of opening an account on Dominion Markets, but I can't see if it's regulated on your website, which is very important to me. It's unregulated. It's not regulated. It's not regulated in major jurisdictions. After Jesus died, God is... Can you take a look at this chart? Let's take a look at this chart over here. Let's see here. Let's see here. We have pound. Oh, 4-hour chart. Took a sell here yesterday based on a 4-hour chart. Right over here when the candle closed bearish. It probably didn't say price. Close 10 pip loss. Call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think you would have needed this candle to close bearish, which it did, and the next one to break the low. I think you can just look at the 1-hour time frame and 30-minute time frame to see how you could have managed risk, how you could have closed with a smaller loss. And talking about regulated and unregulated brokers, here's the thing. Regulation doesn't mean freedom at all. Like if you look at all the brokers in Australia right now, they're regulated at this point. They're heavily regulated, and which is why you get a 30-to-1 leverage. You know, that's all about it. I use one example all the time. I had my money in a regulated crypto exchange in Canada, heavily regulated, Quadriga. And I had around 150,000 in there, and that exchange just went bust. You know, guy ran away. It was heavily regulated. Did I get my money back? Fuck no. Did anyone else get their money back? No one got their money back. No one got their money back. And the case is still open. You know, against who? Against the guy who died in India, supposedly. It was a regulated broker. And I was like, what the fuck? Guy, here, let's Google this. Quadriga CX. I get nausea whenever I see Quadriga. They have a trust website at this point about us. Quadriga. Please advise the Supreme Court of Nova Scotia issued a termination and bankruptcy assignment order outlining the process by which Quadriga proceedings will be converted to bankruptcy proceedings. So all money they owned, it's now going towards bankruptcy proceeding. Like whatever they can take out of them, it's going to go towards clients. So, dear customers, today in order for credit protection, like fuck, man, nothing happened. Lost my money over here. You know, look at this about crypto Quadriga. Oh, this is a new one. So see, they even have videos right here. Quadriga, how I lost this guy lost 500,000 of savings. How am I dealing with it? Look at this. So guys who get sad over 20,000 lost, 50,000 lost, and you go in depression, this guy lost 500,000, and how he's dealing with this. I'm probably gonna watch this video later on. How to invest in, yeah, this is some bullshit over here. Yeah, this is the guy right here. Quadriga, oh, this is the article right here. Mysterious story of Canadian company Quadriga FX, CX. Quadriga CX owner dead. Look at this, Gerald Cotton. He was 30 years old because he's apparently dead in India. $215 million missing, mysterious death of CEO. It's mysterious because he died in India. Just insane, you know. So the moral of the story when it comes towards regulated brokers and unregulated brokers is, if someone wants to steal your money, they will steal your money, you know. That's what we can learn from that. The guy lost 50K on NFP because he's a bad trader. Let's take a look at this link over here. What's this? UBL, Koki and Tetron live trading. What? Oh, what? What is this? They have so many views. Oh, what the? Tetron, Tretan.
Ya, episodenya belum kita publish, guys.
Wow, 58,006. Oh, wow, this is goals right over here. Skip to 42 minutes. 41, 42.
Ntar kemungkinan nanti malam nih bisa gua cut. Kita nggak tahu apa yang akan terjadi. Tapi yang jelas pada saat ini 50.000 mungkin saya akan bersihin dulu. Kita lihat. Oke, it's okay. Jadikan ini pelajaran buat semuanya.
Wow.
Tidak boleh down. Kita mesti mikir bahwa kedepannya akan kembali. Itu positive vibration.
Oke, jangan
wow,
panik berarti.
Guy had buys on gold during the flash crash. Let's take a look over here. Let's see when this whole thing started. Oh, damn. All right, guys, let's take a look at this. This is live flash crash right here. Don't worry about the trade. Pound yen is retracing at this point. So that's gold right there. Look, he's showing his profits. Whatever way, 600 pips. Oh, 600 pips times 21. All right, come on, man. Let's get to this flash crash. All right, look at this. Damn, gold is coming down. It's not NFP. It's NFP? Really? Okay, NFP. Yeah, I have no idea. It's just, all I see is a big loss over there. No stop loss. No stops, just buys. Crazy. All right, so looks like pound yen is back in consolidation over here. The 30-minute candle is about to close in 14 minutes. Nothing happening at this point. Let's take a look at this chart right here. This is gold 30-minute chart. Price came back down. Trade was based on a 1 hour forming a support, higher low. Yeah, but the whole problem with this trade was, even if you look on the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour candle closed with no wick at the top, you know. And this candle, we broke the high. Look at this. We broke the high in the first few minutes right here. The 5-minute candle broke the high, came back down, and never went back up again. You know, and also like this minor support over here on the 15-minute time frame. I was actually looking at this buys as well, but I was looking for price to break above this minor resistance here. Took a loss on this. Did I miss something? Let's take a look here. Pound AUD entered when this candle broke the previous low. See, it's very risky. It's very tricky because this didn't broke the low. This broke and closed below support. So since you have the idea, now you got to explain to yourself why you lost the trade. This is Crucial, guys. Listen, a lot of times when we take a trade and we lose a trade, we don't explain to ourselves why we lost the trade. Very, very important, right? So this is going to be the one and only time I'm going to talk about this. You got to explain to yourself. So this is how I'm looking at this, right? This candle broke and closed below support. Okay, we broke support. How will I take a sell? If the next candle breaks the low, then I can take a sell for price to continue down. Did the next candle break the low? Obviously not. So no sells. So it didn't broke the low. It broke and closed below support. So that's how you got to explain it to yourself. That's why hindsight is so important, because hindsight is 20/20. You can see things you didn't see before. Hey, Emmanuel, Forex. Hello there. All right, what's this? South African brothers vanished, so does 3.6 billion in Bitcoin. Anything? All right, guys, listen, don't take it the wrong way. Anything to do with investment or anything to do with anything like that in Africa, I'm staying away from that. I'm not being biased. It's just how it is. I'm staying away. This is insane. 3.6 billion in Bitcoin. What are they going to do with this money? What are they going to do? This is what I don't understand, because now the way the world is set up, even if, okay, let's say you get $2 million in cash. You can buy a car. Perfect. You buy a car, you buy another car, you buy a home. Sooner or later, someone's going to come knocking at your door and they'll ask you, where'd you get this money from? And if you can't justify that, boom, you're done. So the way the world is set up at this point, having cash, I mean, what the hell are you going to do with it? Unless you can, get some fake identities and get credit scores like that. That's all it works out. But other than that, it's pretty wild. Not so much regulation means lots of space for innovation, like these scams. Yeah, that's true. Like the stream, please keep Raja doing New York streams. Thank you. I don't know if we can get to how many likes do we want to get to keep doing these streams over here. Oh, we're only at 294 likes. That's okay. All right. Gold looking at buys about 1731. NY Open is about to start in about 10 minutes. Do you know Ref Wayne? Is he genuine? I have no idea. No idea who that guy is. Let's Google it. Ref Wayne, just by looking at these videos, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, he's a Forex pioneer, best-selling author. All right, let's take a look over here. I don't know. Hope he has some live accounts or something that we can see. And obviously no live accounts. Nothing. Nothing. Gotta have some sort of live accounts. Some sort of live accounts. Ooh, a lot of likes over here too. 10,000 likes, 12,000 likes. Reviews, travel, luxury, highlights, seminars. Gotta have some live account, because look, if someone can do this much effort to post on social media, I don't know, man. Are they even trading? I put a lot of effort in my trading, so that's why my social media sucks. You go to Raja Banks, over here, and my social media sucks. Look, just random pictures of a watch, of a house over here, some videos, profits. Someone made a portrait of me, some money pictures over here. How much was this anyway? This is about 30,000. Oh yeah, this is a good picture right here. 2 months after my hair transplant. Yeah, damn, look at this. Can you imagine? Look at my hair now, man. Came out so good. Look at fucking homeless person over here. Insane. Damn. The flowers grew pretty nice, boys. Look at this. Flowers came out so nice. Raja, do you always wait for liquidity wicks to form before taking a trade? Yes. So in this case, we got to break above 153.200. Did you do a hair transplant in Canada? No, Canada's too expensive. It was FUE. FUE. I did my hair transplant from Turkey. And before someone asks, just write it down right now. So because I'm not going to mention it again. It was Dr. Cynic right here. This is where I did my hair transplant from. Dr. Cynic, this guy right here. Dr. Cynic. Hair transplant clinic. Amazing. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. He follows me on Instagram too. Totally worth it. He told me afterwards that if I knew who you were, I would have charged you triple. Like, oh, good thing you didn't know who I was. Later on, he found it. He was like, oh, brother, if I knew who you were, I would have charged you triple. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, yeah, funny. Do you have a scar near your eye? Yeah, I got in a fight with my brother when we were little. I'm gonna make a meme with that pic. Yeah, go ahead. Can you make a video about setting up MT5 on PC? Yes. You install it. Once you install it, this is what you're gonna get, right? So once you install your MetaTrader, so you're gonna get a chart like this. Then you gotta hit this, and then you can go to properties, and then you can change the colors. You can change it black and white, whatever you want to change it to, and then basically that's it. So yeah, a break above 1731 would be much better. Can you do a charity boxing match against Daniel Savage? That's going to be an unfair fight. It's not hair, it's counting underneath the hair, yes. You are so open, it's like you're my friend. Man, like, I mean, I have one life, right? I have one life, and it's better people know all about it. So, well, not everything, but some of it. Asking for a friend. Whenever someone says I'm asking for a friend, it's 100% they're asking for themselves. It's never for a friend. They're asking for themselves. Hey man, my buddy had a buy on gold at, okay, hold on. Looks like gold is about to break up over here. This 5-minute candle is about to close. 20 seconds. If we're going to break the high on the 5-minute. Oh, can we move up 20 pips at this point before NY open? Do I want to risk it right here? No, I'd rather wait for NY open. I don't want to risk it here at all. If we break the high, there's a very high probability we can move up, but it's also NY open in about 5 minutes. So I gotta wait for NY open. Yeah, this 5-minute over here. Gotta wait for NY open. Why is gold dancing now? Because we have NY open at this point. So gold's getting excited. It's getting very excited. Let's see here. Pioneer is consolidating, man. Crazy. The way it's consolidating, probably we can break in NY open or NYSE open. All right. Are we going to break above? Are we going to reject? If the 5-minute breaks its own high, there's a probability to come into 1733, 1734. That's what it looks like price is going to continue on to. 1733, 1734. That's what it's looking like here. If we do break the high right here. Where should the stop loss be in gold? Stop could be below this 5-minute candle right here. This current 5-minute candle, you want it below this candle. Because once it breaks the high, there's a very high probability it's going to continue up. and we got this clean candle here through the left hand side. You got a clean candle through the left hand side. Did you take gold? No, I didn't. I'm waiting for NY open. I'm waiting for NY open. If a pair gives a breakout before my open, will it discount continue during NY open? It depends. It's not like it's going to continue, but you can anticipate the volume to continue pushing during that session. That's what you can anticipate. You can anticipate volume coming in. Very, very delicate situation with gold, nonetheless. Very, very delicate situation. $17.32.32. It's retracing, pushing. It should continue pushing above to like $17.33, $17.34. We got about 2 minutes left at this point. Please call if you're in, Raja. I'm scared. I'm not in this trade. I'm not in this trade, guys. Like, I'm not in this trade. There's no reason to be scared. Look, I'm not in anything. Nothing. Nothing. Buys as we break above this area for price to move up. Sells if we break below this low to price to go down. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. If you break above this area, we can continue moving bullish. Pound yen also consolidating. I think with NY open, we can break above this area to continue bullish. The open is about to start in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. How many years are you trading from? I started trading in April 2016, so it's been about, oh wow, 5 years. 5 years, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 5 years. Do you have any favorite movies? No. Can you explain how to draw? Oh yeah, the 40-year-old virgin. That's my favorite movie. I really like this movie. All right, NY open with volume. Should it continue pushing till 1733 and 1734? This is the NY open. Very, very volatile over here today. Oh wow, look at that. Pound yen also closed back in the range. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour candle rejected this area, just consolidating at this point. 4 hour is still forming whatever. Very, very dangerous here, gold. Oh, damn, retraced all the way down. 15-minute. See, now at this point we break the high. There's a high possibility for price to continue bullish. Oh, there we go. A little bit less, a little bit more. Pound yen is also trying to break above at this point. But we really need price to break above 153, 200 over here for price to continue pushing bullish. So far, nothing's happening. Gold is also kind of struggling at this point. Ooh, nice move over here a little bit. Can we get to 1733, 1734? I think that's going to be a very, very nice move if we do continue at that point. What's your favorite movie? Oh, Scary soundtrack in the background. This soundtrack is a juggling soundtrack where gold juggles with you. Yeah, I think since it's moving, we have clean candles through left hand side. This should be the price where it should come up to 1733.90, 1734. Let's take a look at pound yen here. Pound yen is still in the consolidation area at this point. I really like those buys, but for what I've seen in 20 pip range, gold is not that much. I think it's still a pretty good range over here. It's still a pretty good range here. 20 pips. Took this trade on the leaderboard account, but closed here a little bit because, you know, there are wicks here to the left hand side, which I don't feel comfortable with. But still, we got this volume coming in to continue pushing price till 1733, 1734. Can you explain how to draw proper support resistance lines? Yeah, they're right over here. Look, we've drawn them right here. 1731, we have another one right over here, rejections over here. So, you know, so far we do have these entered. Let's say, for example, NY open and you saw 30-minute 1 hour break the high or the low for the first minute. Will you enter the trade? Also have clean range? Yes. Yes. That's what I did. You know, we broke the high, took the buy, and then price went up, got about like, you know, 7 pips, 6-7 pips, and then closed it. Because we're coming up to this wick area here, and I don't want to go in a drawdown at that point. You know, I don't want to get caught in this retracement here. Pound yen is consolidating, so nothing really happening at this point either on pound yen. So there's a big difference in entering with in the first 5 minutes of the hour open and entering when you have a session open, like London Open, New York Open, NYSE Open, you know, the New York Stock Exchange Open. So there are little differences there. Gmail. Do you risk 1% per trade on leaderboard account? Yes. Oops. Yeah. It's 1%. 1 to 2%. Is it different than your main account? Yes, it's different than my main account. All right. Why do you draw support resistance at the open and close of the candles, not the wicks? Because the wicks are basically ranges, right? So these wicks are just ranges. Ranges mean, let's see, right over here, right? So support resistances are basically where price came and rejected. That's where it is. So we rejected this area and then we came back down. But these wicks, they're just ranges. Like price tried to go above, but it came back down in the range. Took that 1%, closed, got good enough for me. Oh, nice, nice. Beautiful. Let's see here. So far, GJ sucks. Yeah, GJ is just consolidating over here. GJ is trash. Nothing's happening at this point on GJ. Wildlife is saying, Raja, are you in the gold trade? I was in the gold trade, but then I got out of it because didn't feel comfortable with these rejections to the left hand side, so I got out of it. But I think now when we break the high over here on the 5-minute, we can continue moving up. But I don't like this because of the previous bigger wick, which means it can retrace all this way down, you know, 7 pips, 8 pips, and then move up. So I want to keep my drawdown low as well. Are you still looking for impulse entry on GJ? Yes, I am. I'm looking for buys above 153, 200. I think if they do come around by NYSE open, New York Stock Exchange open, then I think that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be really, really good. Where did you learn about free traffic areas? I didn't. I just came up with that. You know, I just came up with that. How much is your house worth? I don't know. Both of my houses or just one house? Let's see here. From whom did you learn to trade? Uncle Ted. If people who work in institutions will know the strategies of what? Hi, if people who work in institutions will know the strategies of institutional players, right? No, they don't. People in institutions, they don't sit and trade. They don't sit and trade. They manage algorithms. You know, there are a lot more that happens in institutions. And do you miss your SRT? I don't. The last time I think I talked about my SRT with my wife was about maybe 3 weeks ago. Just because we saw a fast SUV and I was like, yeah, my SRT was faster. But it was, you know, because I don't have it. Your Pakistan house. Oh, this house is not that expensive. This is like, let's see here. This is for, how much is it? Around 300,000. Around 300,000. Buy a Range Rover. No, Range Rovers are way too expensive. Profitable for 1 year now, thanks to Raja and ICT. Oh, nice, man. Congratulations. Profitability for 1 year. Amazing. How long did it take you to be consistently profitable? Probably it took me 9 months, 10 months. But the whole idea was to just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. 1 or 2 trades a day. That's all it took. So, oh wow, look at that. Gold is really rejecting these wick areas here to the left hand side. See? So it gets pretty complicated, you know? So once gold gives you that initial push, just close it, get out of it, call it a day. But if it moves up afterwards, so it is. But I didn't really want to get into a drawdown. When you start off, you start as a scalper, or do you always try to? Yeah, so when I first started trading, I tried all strategies. I tried scalping. I started with scalping. It was very, very profitable in the beginning time with scalping. All what we used to do was, okay, this is what we used to do when we first started trading, right? Used to look at the 4-hour time frame on 10 different pairs at every new 4-hour candle, right? So if the 4-hour candle would be at a support, we would just close our eyes, take a buy with a 10 pip stop. That's all what we did. If the candle would be at resistance, we would take a sell, 10 pip stop, and just let it run with like no risk management at all, you know. And 7 out of 10 times we would always win because we would only secure 10 to 12 pips. That's it. We always won. You know, took my account from $700 to $5,500 in about 2 weeks or a week and a half. You know, I was over the moon. I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is easy. I even told Ted, man, this is the easiest way to make money. Like holy shit, you know, never made that much money like ever, you know. And then I made this newbie mistake, and my newbie mistake was that I started to look at people on Instagram, and I started to see people taking like big trades, right? 100 pip trades, 50 pip trades, started making these huge returns, you know, and I don't know what the fuck that was, you know, because the guy had a Lamborghini, and I was like, oh, perfect. He's a trader, so I want to learn that strategy. And then I started learning about Fibonacci's, Bollinger Bands, Stochastics, RSI, MACD, all that stuff. I started to learn all that stuff because I wanted to get big trades. And from that point, I started to go on a losing streak. You know, I lost and lost and lost. I lost that account, built that back up again, and then I lost that account again. And then I started to use my savings, lost that money, fucking just kept losing and losing, right? I lost to the point where I was like, hey, listen, what the hell's going on? I know so much now than what I did in my first month of trading, but I made more money in my first month than what I'm making now. I'm losing everything, you know? So what the fuck's going on? And then I was like, okay, well, I know more, so I should make more. But that wasn't the case, you know? And the only difference was because in the beginning, I had a strategy and I stuck to that strategy. It was very simple. And after learning all that stuff, I was just like, I knew a lot more and I was involving in different strategies. I was over trading, I was over risking, and it was just a recipe of disaster, you know. And then I had to step back and I had to take a look at my previous wins and get inspiration from those wins. And I was like, hey, listen, Raja Banks, you did this before. You made 5,000 in a week and a half before. You can do it again, you know. And then that's what I did. I focused on just 1 to 2 trades because that's what I did in my first month of trading. Just 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. But also the main thing was to respect your stops as well. And in a month and a half, everything just turned around automatically. Oh, look at this, pound yen is falling now. We're breaking the low for price to continue down, broke below the low of the 1 hour candle. This is no more buys at this point. This is going to continue down over here. 152.980. We're breaking the lows over here. So this is I would say this is going to be a very, very, very good impulse entry because price went up, made a high at this point, came down, created a support, and then this candle is coming down over here as well. But if you take an impulse entry, this is in an uptrend, so you got to use a lower risk. You got to use a very low risk at this point, you know, because it's a very, very heavy uptrend. But this candle has respected the high of the previous candle. It has broken the low of the previous candle. So this means there's a much higher probability for price to continue bearish. What do you think? Small range? Yes, but it's a small range, so I'm not going to execute on this. I mean, look, it's like a 11 pip range. Like, what the hell are you going to do with this? And if you look at your spreads are like what? My spreads are like 1.5 pips over here. You know, fucking can't do anything with like 1.5 pip spread. You got a 11.5 pip range. So in total, minus spread, you got like a 9 pip range over here. And then you got a minus commissions, which is like 0.7 pip, because like, you know, on a one lot it's $7, which is equals to almost like 0.7 pip. So 0.7 pip minus 9 is like 8.3 pip range. So I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's not a good sell over here anyway. OG Middle is saying it's selling, baby. Yeah, but the range is not enough. If you manage $500 million account, do you think institutions would take your liquidity when you enter trades? Does that make sense to you? $500 million, I think the leverage is going to be reduced by a lot, you know, because the more money you have, your leverage decreases quite a bit, you know, because I know over $100,000, your leverage gets reduced to 100 to 1. And then, you know, let's say you get to 500,000, same thing, you get to $1 million, it gets reduced a little bit. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, my leverage is still at 100 to 1. You know, so as we mentioned before, this is going to be a very, very difficult range over here because it's only like, you know, 10 pip range. GA. Did you do FTMO before? No, I did not do FTMO before or ever. Did you sell your house in Canada or you rented it? We rented it out. Never sell assets. That's the rule right there. Never sell assets. Rented the house out. Because here's the thing. The money I get from YouTube, that pays the mortgage for the house. And the renters, they pay rent, you know. So now it's adding on to property, you know, equity. So we've increased our mortgage payments as well to further decrease the loan over there, because you can't just do a lump sum in Canada. It's fucked up. I saw your Instagram. The trades are different than what you show over here. No, they're not. They're the same trades. When did Raja move to Pakistan? A month and a half ago. Are you on a sell on GJ? No. No. This is small range, no trade range. Yeah, this is a small range over here, boys. This is a no trade range. This is a no trade range. 8 pips over here. They're more than 10 pips. Okay, 11 pips. I used to have big losses. Now I have win week and then again a loss week. It's a break even mostly. What can I look for? Grind into. Look to see how you can reduce your losses. That's it. Look to see how you can really reduce your losses by applying risk management. Nice. Some people are in sells over here. Beautiful. In this 10 pip range. 10 pip range coming down. Could you think about making a breakout webinar? We have a lot of examples like that in the database, but we'll see what we can do on the 5th September. Do you think with volume time, price would push through minor support on GJ and continue clean range on the hourly? Yes. With volume, price tends to break smaller zones, right? So if we have this 15-minute zone with volume, it can tend to break this area and then continue on moving down to a further zone right over here. But what I would want to see is, I would want to see a little bit of a retracement to then take a sell for price to continue down. That's what I would want to see. I would want to see a little bit of a retracement. Let's see here. When you take trades during other sessions, do you look for setups or just wait for times with volume? I just wait for times with volume. I don't remember when was the last time I took a trade on in the Asian session, but I do wait for times of volume. C'est la vie, your leaderboard account? Well, it could be. I took 2 trades so far. What do you think about institutional trading? It is what it is. It's quite hard to break top. If you pull trend line, it's still downtrend. Yes. Are you going to trade Wednesday USD news? Probably not. Maybe I want to put like pending orders over here. I know tomorrow we gotta go somewhere, so we'll see. Were you over risking if you made 700 to 5500? Yes. Yes. Back then, we didn't know about risk management. I remember my account went to $1,200, so I'm like, okay, perfect. Time to do 1 lots. You know, was throwing 1 lots at a $1,200 account. Are there any more payment options? No. It is, they are where they are at this point. 5:30 right now, almost 5:30. It's not a bad thing to be a retail trader. We are all retail traders. Each and every one of us. We are all retail traders. That's what we are. Who is Uncle Ted? Uncle Ted is my mentor and a really good friend. Do you trade NASDAQ? No. I'm really glad to meet you. Thank you. Really nice to meet you too, Mr. Nico. Yeah, nothing at this par. The only trade I took was on the leaderboard. There was a gold trade, and that's about it. But seems like we did create that lower wick on gold for the potential to continue till 1734 over here. Had a deeper liquidity grab over here on gold as well. 1734 would be a very, very good target here if you get there. But these rejections here to the left hand side, which are very, very, very nasty ass rejections over here. Who here loves trading? Me. When does your bias change from bullish to bearish? So at this point, my bias is still bullish. Unless we reject this area 153 100 again, then my bias will change. Excuse me. Or if the 4-hour candle can close bearish right over here, then the bias is going to change here a little bit. But so far my bias is bullish unless we break 153, well, until we break 153 200. If you're expecting on CPI number, do you think the whole move will be corrected on gold? I have no idea. No idea. The whole move is a pretty big fucking move on gold. I don't think it can be Yeah, it's a big, big, big move on gold. Will you be at live tomorrow? I'll try to be on live tomorrow. No promises, but I'll see you London. London or New York, we'll see. You have a big room. Yes, this is a very, very big room over here. Look at this. That's my VR over there. And then we can go to the left hand side. Yeah, it's a very big room. Actually, it's a pretty big room. Would sells interest you below 152, 970, 970, 970? I would want to see some sort of a retest and then to take a sell, but at this point, probably not. Any idea why the account I'm following shows a 2% gain, but my investment account shows a 15% loss? Oh, 15% loss. I don't know. Maybe your risk is not set up properly, or I don't know. Maybe your risk is not set up properly. Oh damn, gold is moving. Pound yen is really moving down over here. 12 pips, 13 pips, should come down towards 152.870. Very nice move. Partial TP hit on GJ. Beautiful, beautiful. What is Ted's Instagram? He changed his Instagram. Is this channel free forever, or are you going to start a membership to your channel? No, it's free. The channel is free. There's no membership to this channel. If there's a membership to anything, like a monthly membership, that means you got yourself a job. You know, no matter how much big that job pays, it's still a job, right? Oh wow, congratulations for people who are still running on GJ cells over here. Nice move on GJ, but very risky impulse trade. Yes, it was very risky. That's why I didn't take it. Stayed out of it. Wow, but gold, it looks like it's really, really pushing heavy down over here. Can you please give me advice on this chart? All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is this chart is a GU chart. I would say this is a hard resistance on 15-minute time frame. I agree with that. But on 30-minute, it's just a wick. I don't know what to think about that. Can you please explain? I think just go with the 15-minute right here. Yeah, just go with the 15-minute. You got a resistance here, so you need price to break above this area to continue moving up. And then if you break above this area, then you got to take a look to see how far is the next area after that. Wow, gold is really dumping over here. Hopefully no one's holding a buy on gold. Would be a very bad situation. Would you take an impulse sell on gold in the first few minutes of opening a candle? Probably not. In this situation, probably not. Let's see here. Oh wow. Can you show your common settings in chart properties? Like chart properties? Common. Yeah, this right here. I'm off, guys. Hope to see you all. Have a good day. Roger, thanks for today's stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Juan Vargas. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. I wanted this for a quick 1-to-1. Too bad my stomach started acting up. Oh, nice. Too bad stomach started acting up. I asked whether the theories of clean candles are no rejections. No rejections. Will you stream NY or London tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think. I don't know. I think we have to go somewhere tomorrow, but I'm not sure in the daytime or in the afternoon time. So probably gonna decide that tomorrow. What do you think of impulse on gold? The break of 1727, 1727. Going to high volume time NYC upside rejection trend is bearish. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's a very good idea. Below 1727, we can continue down. That's another trade I had planned for my leaderboard account, for price to break below 1727 and continue on breaking down. That's what I had planned. So if we do this, I think we can continue bearish. What is your streaming schedule? My streaming schedule is everywhere at this point, because we have people working around the house here. Sometimes they come in the morning time, sometimes they come in the afternoon time. They don't call when they're going to come in. They just come in when they want to come in. So that's what puts a little strains on the timings. So they're still working here on the roof, and they turned off the switch to my office, and everything shut off. On the first few minutes of a candle, would you do an impulse entry immediately? It depends if there's volume time. This on gold, there was volume coming in with NY open, which is why I took an entry. Normally I've seen it fail a few times with so most times I'll stay away from it, but it depends if there's volume time, like NY open, London open, because then you're expecting a lot of volume to drive price up. Let's take a look at this chart. GA, possible rejection if candle close strong bullish the way it is right now. Yes. Ooh, last time I saw this chart, it was right over here. We continued straight down over here. So there was no sell because candle closed with no wick at the bottom. So hopefully we can continue moving up. All right. Gold is continuing its descent, probably all the way down here till 28, 27. We'll be looking for sells below 1727. The world's richest man is not Elon or Jeff, it's Dubai royal family. They have like 500 billion. Well, the Dubai royal family is not a person. Please take a look at my GA trade. Let's take a look here. Bearish candle close with no wick, 4 hour close 80% profit, 15 pip stop loss at break even. Amazing. This is absolutely amazing. See, listen, if you're a good trader, you want to be on the leaderboard if you're a good trader, because then you can make some extra money, at the same time. Because if you're a good trader, and let's say you have $1,000 account and you're on the leaderboard right over here, and let's say you have 10,000 following you, then you can make some decent money, and that's only because you're a good trader. That's way better than funding accounts, trust me. The richest person is Saudi Arabian king because he has direct ownership of Emiraco and has the most liquid cash. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of cash. I think cash is much more important than a lot of assets, because I started to think about it. If things go bad and your assets go down, it's going to be a very sticky situation. But I think then the value will also go down of the cash you have. What's your account on Leaderboard? It's a secret. If you can find it, you can find it. Do you know Manny Pacquiao? Yes. Hey Raja, so far back in time does support demand hold? It's not about how far back in time or how left. It's about where's the most recent zone. So if we look at the way price came down, we can see it came down to the support to the left hand side, 152.980, and closed above this area. Oh, I just remembered, we're all out of water. Gotta go get water here soon. Yeah, so it dipped back above this range. So I mean, if we can get a close above this area around NYSE and we can break above 153.200, that's going to be a trade I'm going to be taking on pound yen to continue bullish. A local bank went bankrupt and 35,000 people couldn't withdraw their money. Basically, they lost everything. Yeah, that can happen as well. Can I deposit through debit card? No. Gold 4-hour looks like it's made a lower high going down to retest the low. Yeah, it seems like it. If you look on the 4-hour time frame, it does seem like that. You know, looking on the 1 hour, looking at the 30-minute time frame, we are coming down to the support. It's a very, very strong support, because yesterday that support held after the London close, held at an Asian session. We rejected this area at pre-New York. We're coming back down to this area. So if we can break below 1727, I think there's a high probability for price to continue dropping. I think you have to add show open position on the leaderboard. Like that, we will not be scammed by EA, who tend to let positions open until position becomes a win. No, you can see all the positions open. You can actually see all the positions open. Is there any rules for minimum account size? No. But I think recommended is at least $200. You know, because if you're following somebody and you're making like 1% gain, that's not going to change anything there for you, right? So I would say at least $200 is pretty good. I started a test account following someone on the leaderboard. It was one of the accounts I'm into. So this is the, let's see here. Okay, so this is one of my investment account. I'm following this account right here. So you can see, I can see all the positions open at this point. So start this with $500. It's up like 528. You can see all the positions here. I can close them if I want, but I'm not going to close it. The ratio is 1-to-1, which means it's only copying like one risk. If I change it to 2, it's going to double the risk. Loss limit is 350. If the count goes down to 350, it's going to unfollow. And it can adjust settings right here as well. Yeah, I can basically adjust settings. Go to stats. Oh, damn, it went in a drawdown over here. Okay, not too bad. See? July did 4.3%. August is just started, so it's whatever. Look at the positions, 146 positions. Any success stories among the market fluidity members? Motivation needed. There's one guy I know. He's a friend of mine. He's in Mississauga at this point. He runs a snow removal business. You know, he has a snow removal business, very, very successful at that. He joined us, I think he was in the January 2020, I think January 2020 boot camp. He went into the January 2020 boot camp. He bought his GT3 RS, I think 6 months ago. GT3 RS, that's like a $250,000 car. He paid 70,000 down, all of it from trading. All of it from trading. Just traded gold, 1 trade a day, and that was it. That's all what he did. I'm on the same account, but it keeps losing my money. Oh, I don't know. I've just followed it, and I'm just not even bothered looking at that. Glad you're on NY streams. It's amazing your YouTube notifications appear and 2.5k viewers show up. Oh yeah, I think it is really amazing. You know, every notification comes up and they're like 2,000 people watching, 2,400 people watching. Amazing. So we can see gold here is rejecting this area over here to 1727, 1728. Yeah, pound yen has been a mess over here. We need to break above 153.200. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off over here. Just going to wait. Like, if we do break above 153.200, I'm going to be looking at buys above this area for price to continue pushing bullish. So, till tomorrow, take care, everybody. Have fun. Don't overtrade. Don't over-risk. We'll see you guys later on. Adios. Adios, amigos.
See you, man. Take care.
See you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Shukriya. Shukriya.